Welcome to Science Store online classes.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Dear students, welcome to chemistry online classes. Today we are going to discuss about hydrocarbon chapter. That hydrocarbon chapter alkynes chemical property. Chemical properties. Okay, my dear students, we are discussing about alkynes physical properties over actually last class. Just go through that video. Now we are going to discuss about alkyne chemical properties. In that one alkyne, very important thing is acidic nature, acidic character, acidic nature. This is one of the important point we are going to study in this particular alkynes. So my dear students, terminal alkynes react with the sodium and it gives sodium acetylide. Understood? Terminal alkynes react with the sodium and it gives sodium acetylide. Acetylide means, see, alkalines also called acetylene. Last class I explained the naming of alkynes. That part is over actually. Just go through that. Alkynes is also called acetylene. At the same time, my dear students, terminal alkynes are react with the sodium and it gives sodium acetylide. Okay, now I will give you one example. Take as alkyne. This is actually called ethane. Normal name is acetylene. Okay, ethane or acetylene reacts with the sodium, two molecules of sodium. My dear students, how actually the reaction takes place means one of the sodium replaces this hydrogen atom, another sodium replaces this hydrogen atom. Two hydrogen get replaced from ethane by sodium atom. Now we are getting a new product is replaced. Sodium replaces this hydrogen atom and it gives disodium acetylide. Disodium means two sodium is there. Disodium acetylide. This is actually reaction part. My dear students, here you can write in the sentence also when terminal alkynes. Terminal alkynes means here terminal means here this edge one terminal. See, for example, this scale is there. This is one terminal, another terminal. So here alkynes, this is one terminal hydrogen, another terminal hydrogen, two ends. Understood? It reacts with the sodium and it gives disodium acetylide. Okay, just you write, my dear students, go through this. And one more reaction is given, that is a general reaction. When terminal alkynes react with the silver nitrate. See the second one, I will write, my dear students. Shall I rub this? Okay. Terminal alkynes react with the terminal alkynes react with the silver nitrate. My dear students, this is silver nitrate. Okay, silver nitrate. Ammonical silver nitrate. Ammonical means ammonia solution. Ammonical silver nitrate. Ammonical silver nitrate. Okay, ammonical silver nitrate solution. It gives actually ammonical silver nitrate. Here you write, okay, in sentence you write, here I just represent ammonical. Okay, ammonical silver nitrate. It gives white precipitate of silver alkalides. My dear students, I will give you one example. This is R. R means any general methane or ethane. Understood? Methyl or ethyl, not methane, ethyl. Methyl or ethyl. R means any CH3 or R means C2H5. You can take anything. Understood? Ethyl, methyl groups. Understood? Alkyl groups. Alkyl groups. R is alkyl group. Any alkyl group. Butyl you can take. Understood? Anything. Understood? Alkyl group. RCH reacts with the silver nitrate, ammonical silver nitrate. Ammonical. Here I will write, my dear students, ammonical. Solution is prepared by using ammonia. At the further the reaction, it gives ammonical silver nitrate solution, and silver replaces this hydrogen and it gives white precipitate of, see this is actually white precipitate of plus HNO3, nitric acid. This silver replaces this particular hydrogen and it forms white precipitate. My dear students, please note down. These type of question are important for CET NEET concern. Understood? This is called silver acetylide. Silver acetylide. Okay. Shall I rub this? So again, finish. Over. One more is given, my dear students, reaction of alkyne with the cuprous chloride. Two molecules of alkynes reacts with the cuprous chloride, gives a precipitate, red precipitate of copper, my dear students. Is actually here two molecule is there. That means one molecule, I will write if one molecule how it reacts means. Here two cuprous is there, so you say why I taken actually two molecules of alkyne means here two copper is there. So this two copper replaces two hydrogen. So if I take two molecules, it replaces two hydrogen from two molecules of alkynes. Understood? Like that. Understood? Only that much is the meaning. Here one copper replaces one hydrogen and it gives like that. Here two copper replaces two alkyne molecules are there. One of the two hydrogen is replaced and it gives, my dear students, two molecules of white precipitate of, and here two HCl, two molecules of HCl. Understood? And here two molecules, because here two is written. Understood? Two copper replaces two hydrogen. That is very important, my dear students. If I take only one molecule means here two copper is there. To balance that equation, just say here it replaces one hydrogen then it gives copper. See, like that. Here 2 molecule is there, 2 molecule of alkyne is taken. Don't get confused. Why is R is taken 2 molecule means here 2 copper is there, 2 replaces 2 hydrogen. Understood? For that reason. This white precipitate of copper acetylide. Okay, this is one of the reaction, my dear students. Not white precipitate, my dear students, red precipitate. Okay, don't get confused. Red precipitate. White precipitate for silver, red precipitate for copper. These reactions are not important for you as a board concern, but it's important as a CET need concern. Sometimes this type of reaction they may give, it gives red precipitate, white precipitate, like that. Sometimes it's easy questions they may ask. Understood? Please go through this one, my dear students. My dear, one more CET type questions. This is very important question actually. See, this is actually ethane, triple bond is there. And one more is ethane, double bond is there. Sorry, ethene, double bond is there, ethene. Last one is ethane, single bond is there. See, my dear students, this is one of the very important question. So they may ask like this in CET concern. Okay, which one has more acidic in this particular? Which, whether ethyne or ethene or ethane, which one is more acidic? The question. So my dear students, I explained this hybridization part is over actually. This is sp hybridized one, sp hybridized, carbon carbon triple bond is there, so it is sp hybridized. Here carbon carbon double bond is there, this is sp2 hybridized. Here carbon carbon single bond is there, this is actually sp3 hybridized. So sp, sp2, sp3 hybridization is over in this part. My dear students, very important thing is here S character is more, then S character is more. In SP, S character is around 50%, P character also 50%. So in SP2, S character 35.5%, something like that. Okay, P character is more, 66 something. So in this case, when we consider SP, S character is more. S character is more. Because S character is more compared to sp2, sp3. In sp3, P character, sp3, P character is more. S character is very less. Here P character around 75%. S character is only 25%. These are the difference in this three actually. sp, sp2, sp3, my dear students. So one which having more S character. Here it is 50-50. So S character is more here compared to this one, compared to this one. So sp having more S character. sp hybridized one, hybridized orbital having more S character. Understood? More S character. So what happens if more S character means more electron, means electron bonding between this. Understood? So in S character is more. So more is the bonding. More is the bonding. More is the bonding means bond strength is more. If it is triple bond, strength is more. More energy is required to break triple bond compared to double bond. Double bond is S character is less means bond strength is weak. Again sp3, S character is very less, so bond strength is very weak. So here S character is more means more is the bonding, so more is the bonding strength between CC, CC means CC triple bond here. Understood? CC triple bond. Here I will write my students. CC triple bond. So, comma, electron involved in bonding so close to nucleus understood, nucleus. So strength is high, bond strength is high. My dear students, S character means electrons revolves around the nucleus is more. Correct? That I explained in last class, MOT theory that concern. See, in P character, electrons revolves away from the nucleus, dumbbell shape. It is over, last class. Just go through that video. Here, this is nucleus. Electron revolves here, away from the nucleus. But here in S character, electrons near to the nucleus is more. Correct? These two concept is clear. In last class it's over. Just go through that last video. My dear students, here electrons are very near to the nucleus, but same time here electrons are away from the nucleus in p orbital. If S character is more means electrons are so close to nucleus and bond strength also high. Imagine that electrons are far away from the nucleus means easily you can remove that electron. Correct? That means bond strength is weak. Clear? But in this case, S character, S orbital, in this S orbital, electrons are revolves around the nucleus is more. That means S character is more. If S character increases means bond strength also increases. Bond strength increases means more number of electrons are involving in bonding. So it is you require more energy to break that particular bond. At the same time, imagine my dear students, this is about hybridization part I am talking. Which one I undergo hybridization? This is already explained in chemical bonding. Please go through that video, that you will get a clear idea. Only carbon-carbon will undergo hybridization. Here also only carbon-carbon will undergo hybridization. Here also only carbon-carbon undergo hybridization. That means if S character increases or P character decreases, that involves only in S character increases, that involves only the bonding between carbon-carbon hybridized bond. Understood? I am not talking about carbon-hydrogen bonding right now. I am talking about carbon-carbon hybridized bond. So if it is sp hybridized means S character is more means here carbon-carbon bond is strong. Here sp2 hybridization is there, carbon-carbon double bond, it is weaker compared to this one. So S character is less in this carbon-carbon double bond. Here carbon-carbon single bond, S character again it is very less. So my dear students, I am talking only about this hybridized orbitals of carbon. Okay. When we consider acidic property of this particular acidic nature, what is acidic actually? One which easily gives hydrogen is called more acidic. Which one gives more easily hydrogen? Then it is more acidic, my dear students. Which one gives more easily that hydrogen? That is very important. In this three, my dear students, you have to check which compound, whether ethyl or whether ethene or whether last one is ethane, gives easily its hydrogen. Which one gives easily its hydrogen? That is the question. My dear students, when we compare CC triple bond, as I already told that these electrons are more in this case between carbon-carbon. So what happens? Already electron cloud is more between carbon-carbon triple bond. So automatically carbon is more electronegative. In this case this more electronegative carbon, electron cloud is more means more electronegative, correct? No, my dear students, more electronegative, electron cloud is more means more electronegative, carbon is more electronegative, so here more electronegative. Automatically these bonded electron between carbon and hydrogen, here carbon and hydrogen, these electron have shows one tendency to move towards more electron cloud. It is called polarity, that I explained. If chloride is more electronegative means hydrogen and chloride HCl bond, H from H to chloride electron movement takes place. That means actually more is the electronegativity, more is the polarity. So here what happens, my dear students, carbon is more electronegative compared to hydrogen. So electrons have a tendency to move towards carbon. So when the electron move away from hydrogen, what happens? Easily it gives its hydrogen. Easily you can break this hydrogen carbon bond. Easily you can break this hydrogen carbon bond. Correct? No, because that bonded electron are moving towards carbon. Automatically what happens? Hydrogen bond breaks, strength decreases. So easily you can break that bond and you can remove that hydrogen. Hydrogen now easily comes out. That means which gives more easily electron means, in this case when we compare sp2, my dear students, sp2 actually carbon is electronegative, but compared to this one it is less only. So less movement is there. Movement is there. Hydrogen to carbon, hydrogen to carbon, hydrogen to carbon, movement is there. But it's not easy to break this bond. Why? Because electronegativity of carbon is less compared to this one, compared to sp3. So in which case you can break more easily means sp3, in this one ethane gives its hydrogen more easily, but sp2 it gives actually, but more little more what effort is required to remove hydrogen from sp2. sp3 again little more effort is required because that bonded hydrogen carbon bond is strong. Why? Electron movement is less compared to sp3, because more is the electronegativity, more is the movement. Less is the electronegativity, less is the movement. Less is the movement, more strength is required to break hydrogen carbon bond. More strength is required means is not an easy job to give this one, what we call, that molecule will not give easily this particular hydrogen. One which give hydrogen very easily, that is called more acidic. In this case it is clear that sp hybridized ethane is more acidic compared to ethene, compared to this particular. Please note down, my dear students, these are very important questions, my dear students. Okay, my dear students, next we are going to study about acidity of, I will give you one more compound actually, this one, this is one compound, one molecule, one compound. Another compound I am going to give CH3, C triple bond CH, and another one is CH2, CH3, CH2, C triple bond CH. These three one, my dear students. In these three, my dear students, please go through this. So here triple bond is there, here triple bond is there, but what difference you can see, my dear students? Here two terminal hydrogen is there, here one terminal hydrogen, but one of the hydrogen is replaced by one of the alkyl group. This is actually methyl group. Methyl group. Alkyl group, which one is? CH3 means methyl group. Here one of the hydrogen is like that only, it is remain as it is, but here one of the hydrogen is replaced by another group, alkyl group. This is actually CH3CH2 means which group, my dear students? Ethyl group, ethyl. So this is normal alkyne, ethyl. Here it's actually one H is replaced by one alkyl group, and here actually bulkier alkyl group. This is also alkyl group only, but this is bigger one compared to methyl. So this is ethyl. So in this one, which one having more acidic character? That question arises, my dear students. Which one having more acidic character? My dear students, very important thing is alkyl groups like methyl, ethyl groups are electron releasing groups. Electron releasing group. It releases its electron to the carbon. What happens? Here this bond is there between carbon and methyl group. It releases electron from methyl to carbon. So automatically what happens, my dear students? What happens? Releasing electron means this bond becomes stronger. Stronger. Between this carbon and methyl group, bond become stronger. Okay? Bond become stronger. Here actually, this is also more bulkier group. It also releases electron from ethyl to carbon. What happens? This bond become, this particular and this particular become stronger. This particular and this particular become stronger. So more it releases electron, more electron cloud reaches here. Correct? Methyl or ethyl group releases electron towards this carbon. So more electron cloud becomes, already triple bond is there. Again electron cloud increases. At that time, between this carbon and hydrogen, which one is more electronegative? Carbon is more this one is more electropositive. Hydrogen says, I am ready to give my electron. Carbon, you take my electron. So I am leaving. But carbon says, no, I can't. Why? Means I have already electron density, electron cloud here. Because releasing group releases electron, already electron cloud is more between these two carbon. So once again, this electron movement from hydrogen to carbon, it is not easy. It is not easy means this carbon is not ready to accept electron. Even though if it is more electronegative, it is not ready to accept, because already this releasing group releases electron. Complete electron it releases towards this carbon. Electron density between carbon-carbon triple bond increases. So again it can't take this electron from this hydrogen and from this hydrogen to this carbon. So what happens? This bond becomes stronger between carbon and hydrogen. So it is not easy to break hydrogen easily. So what happens? It's not easy job to take away hydrogen. One which easily gives hydrogen is more acidic. But in this case, it is not an easy job to take away hydrogen. Why? Means hydrogen try to release its electron, but same time carbon says, I don't want your electron. Be there as a bond. Be there as a bond. So bond become little more stronger. But in this case, my dear students, more bulkier group is there, more bulkier alkyl group is there, more is the electron releasing. More electron releases towards this carbon, between these two carbon, more electron cloud. So this hydrogen says, may I give my electron to you, carbon? At that time, that carbon says, already because of this electron cloud, I am fed up. I don't want your electron. Be there as a bond. So this carbon hydrogen bond becomes stronger compared to this one. Correct? So more electron cloud is there between this one. So breaking this bond required more energy. So it is not an easy job to break this hydrogen, take away this hydrogen. So this will not give hydrogen easily compared to this one. This will not give hydrogen easily compared to this one. But in this case, there is no electron releasing group. This hydrogen electron moves towards this carbon, this hydrogen electron moves towards this carbon. Easily you can move away, take away these hydrogens. So one which easily gives hydrogen is more acidic. This one is more acidic compared to this one. So more acidic is this one. My dear students, write one sentence here. More Berkelier alkyl group is attached to carbon-carbon triple bond. Size increases. Acidic character decreases. My dear students, again what happens means these alkynes are undergoing addition reaction. Addition means adding. Okay, first is hydrogen addition reaction. My dear students, what happens? Hydrogen will add it to carbon-carbon triple bond in the presence of catalysts like nickel, palladium, platinum, etc. Nickel, platinum, palladium, etc. Okay, so first reaction is general equation I will give you, my dear students. This is actually any alkyne reacts with hydrogen. So I will take a catalyst is nickel. You can take palladium, platinum or any catalyst. Okay, hydrogen will get added to this one of the carbon. One hydrogen will get added to this. Another hydrogen will get added to this carbon. How it will get added? See, hydrogen bond is like this. For example, my dear students, this one. Here one electron, here one electron. This will form bond with the here one electron, like this. So imagine this is actually bonding like this. Okay, that I will write here. Triple bond is there. It gives, my dear students, R, one hydrogen is added to here using one of the double bond from triple bond. So here becomes CH, here it becomes CH2, double bond here, okay. My dear students, if we again take this molecule, again treat with the hydrogen in the presence of nickel, again it undergo adding hydrogen, addition reaction. Hydrogen bond is added to one of the double bond, okay. So in the presence of nickel, and it gives, my dear students, RCH2 single bond. Here one hydrogen is added using one of the bond here. Here it gives CH3. So this is a reaction. First it gives alkyne get converted into alkane. Alkane get converted into alkyne get converted into alkene. Alkyne get converted. This is alkene. Okay, again alkene, further it undergo again react with the hydrogen addition reaction, it gives alkane. Okay, my dear students, again alkanes undergo addition reaction. Addition of halogen. Addition of halogen means, my dear students, adding bromine or chlorine. See, alkynes react with the bromine or chlorine in the presence of CCl4, carbon tetrachloride. Write down carbon tetrachloride. It gives, my dear students, it gives dihalides or tetrahalides. So I will give you one example, my dear students. Please go through this. I will take propyne, CH3, C triple bond, CH, propyne reacts with the bromine. So one of the bromine get added to this one, another bromine, same like hydrogen, how we added here one electron, this will get added to bromine, Br bonding is there, no? It gives in the presence of CCl4, inert solvent, understood? CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, okay, it gives CH3 remain as it is, here one bromide get added and here it becomes double bond, okay, here CH as it is, here one bromide get added, understood? One bromide get added to here, one bromide get added here. So again this is actually alkene, correct? No, here double bond is there, alkene. So again is treated same as we discussed earlier. This is dihalides, understood? Dihalides again is treated with the bromine in the presence of CCl4. It gives here one bromide get added, here one bromide get added, because using this double bond, see bromine how it comes and added, here one bromine, here one bromine, see this electron here, this electron here, bond formation between this one here like this, here, okay. So I will write this thing is here. So this is tetrahalides, this is dihalides, understood? What's the name of this compound? 1,2 dibromopropane. Propene. Okay, this is actually 1,2 dibromopropane. This is actually 1, this is actually you can name from here. Okay, numbering here I can start. Okay, this side or this side. 1, 2. Here 1, 2, 3. 1, because 2 bromide is there. 1, 2, 2, tetra bromo propane. 1, 2, tetra bromo propane. Right. Next, my dear students, addition of hydrogen halide. My dear students, what is hydrogen halide? Halide means HBr. Hydrogen is this one, halide is this one. HCl, hydrogen is this one, halide is this one. This is nothing but hydrogen halide. This is nothing but hydrogen halide. HI, hydrogen. This is halogen, this is hydrogen halide. Understood? So anything here. First I will give you an example, my dear students. Addition of hydrogen bromide to propyne. So what happens? Hydrogen bromide is reaction. This is actually Marconi's rule. Negative part of the reagent get added to carbon containing less number of hydrogen, and positive part will get added to carbon containing more number of hydrogen. This is actually more number of hydrogen, this is actually carbon containing less number of negative part of HBr, that means Br minus plus. So here Br minus come and attack to this particular carbon, same time this go and attack to this particular hydrogen. Hydrogen will added here, Br will get added to this carbon. Okay, this is according to Marconi's rule. CH3 CBr double bond, this become, here it becomes CH2. If you, this is actually 2-bromopropene, 2-bromopropene. Okay, If you take this 2-bromopropene, again is treated with the HBr. You are getting which one, my dear students? This negative part will come and attack to carbon containing less number of hydrogen. This is less number of hydrogen. Here carbon containing more number of hydrogen. Hydrogen will get added to this carbon. Bromide will get added to this. And you are getting product is CH3. Here Br. This Br will get added to this here. And another Br already is there actually. This becomes CH3. This is actually 1,2 dibromopropane. 1,2 dibromopropane. My dear students, next last important one, addition of water to alkynes. Addition of water to alkynes. See my dear students, here two reactions I will give you. First one is acetylene, that means ethane reacts with the water. Water is HOH. The reaction takes place in the presence of sulfuric acid. My dear students, that is very important. Reaction takes place in the presence of sulfuric acid, 60-degree temperature, and also in the presence of mercuric sulfate, HgSO4, mercuric sulfate. Okay. What happens means this OH will go and attack to this particular one of the bond is used from this one and H will add it. Okay. Here H will get added, OH will get added here. Okay. One bond is used. That means here CH2, here CHOH. This is the. My dear students, here this is very important reaction actually. Okay. Further on rearrangement, what happens actually? Further on rearrangement, here this become CH3. How means this electron, this two having electron actually, see here 2 electron is there. This will move towards this side actually. And this bond comes out, this will go and attack to this particular hydrogen. Mechanism is not important. This bond is come and attack on this particular, and this bond breaks and it comes here and it will move here as a double bond. Understood? As a double bond it will move here. Okay. Because here between oxygen and hydrogen, see, don't get confused. If you have any doubt, I will write here. Okay. See, this bond come and attack on this particular, this will come here and this will move to here actually. Understood? It is like a keto-enol tautomerism. It is there in higher class you are studying. At that time, this hydrogen will get attracted to this carbon and here it forms double bond. Okay. This is actually CH3. This gives on rearrangement, it gives CH3CHO. This is called acetaldehyde. Acetaldehyde. This is actually keto-enol, sorry, this is not actually, this is rearrangement. Here you can see enol rearrangement here. See my dear students, this double bond come and attack on this particular, same time this bond comes here and this move to this side. It forms double bond, okay. Here you can write like this. This will move here, this will come out and it will attack and this will comes out like this. Illimad. CH2 double bond CHOH. OH is like this. Okay. This will come and attack on this one. This will comes here and this will move here. So the beginning, this will go here. This electron moves here and this will come and attack on this. This come back. At that time, this become O double bond. Okay. Mechanism is not important. Second is if you use propane. This is sorry, you write here ethane reacts with the water in the presence of mercuric sulfate and sulfuric acid. So here again if I use propane, my dear students, reacts with the HOH, water, okay. The presence of sulfuric acid, 60 degrees Celsius temperature, mercuric sulfate also present. It gives actually same OH will come and attack to this particular carbon because according to Marconi's rule, Here OH will come and attack to this particular CH3, C, OH, double bond, C, H2. Here what happens actually, here this bond comes out and attack to this particular, this bond breaks here and it will move towards this one. Same, the reaction is this, like this. So what product you are getting, my dear students? CH3, C double bond O, CH3. This is called acetone. Acetone. These two are important reaction as per CET NEET concern. Ketoenol tautomerism involved. Okay, next we are going to study about alkynes, that is polymerization. That is very important. Alkynes polymerization. My dear students, there are two types of polymerization in this one. First is linear polymerization. Second one is cyclic polymerization. Linear and cyclic polymerization. My dear students, linear polymerization means it's a long chain, linear, long chain. Understood? Cyclic means it form a cycle, benzene ring, cyclic form. That and all example is given actually. First we will discuss about linear polymerization. Linear polymerization. When acetylene or ethyne is react with cuprous chloride in the presence of ammonium chloride, it gives vinyl acetylene. During dimerization forms, I will explain, my dear students. When alkyne react with cuprous chloride with the ammonium chloride, undergo dimerization process. Dimerization process gives vinyl acetylene. My dear students, okay, I'll give you an example, my dear students. This is acetylene, or you can call ethyne. Acetylene or ethyne. Two molecules of acetylene reacts and it go polymerization means that I explained in alkene part, my dear students. Monomer connected to another monomer. This is one monomer of alkene connected to another monomer of alkene. Like that the combination takes place. One monomer connect with another monomer will connect with another monomer, like that. It form a long chain of polymer. Understood? That is called polymerization. My dear students, here actually monomer unit is acetylene in the presence of cuprous chloride and ammonium chloride. Okay, ammonium chloride, NH4Cl. Okay, my dear students, what it gives actually? It gives CH2 double bond C. 1 minute. CH 1 2 3. This compound forms. This is called vinyl acetylene. CH2 double bond CH, single bond C, triple bond CH. This is actually called vinyl acetylene. So acetylene undergo dimerization means here two molecules join together. Two molecules of acetylene join together. It is di. Two means dimerization. Join together, it is called dimerization. Understood? Don't get confused with words. is an example for linear polymerization. It forms a long chain of polymer. Long chain of vinyl acetylene is a polymer. Okay. No doubt, my dear students. Oh. Mool and my dear students, next is cyclic polymerization. In this one, see, when alkynes passed through a red hot tube at 60 degrees Celsius temperature, it gives aromatic compound. My dear students, this is one of the important 2 marks question. Okay. For example, my dear students, 3 molecules of acetylene is nothing but ethane. Okay, 3 molecules pass through a red hot tube at 60 degree Celsius temperature. 60. What happens actually? It gives benzene. It's actually benzene. My dear students, this reaction I can write here. This is actually required for exam purpose only. This much is required. If you want to know how that reaction takes place, just I will explain, my dear student. This is 1 molecule of acetylene, another molecule of acetylene, another molecule of acetylene, 3 molecules of acetylene. How this reaction takes place? This will go and attack to this particular carbon, this will go and attack to this particular carbon, this will go and attack to this particular carbon. Understood? So what happens? From each triple bond, one bond is used to form bond with this carbon, this carbon to this carbon, this carbon to this carbon. Understood? And here everywhere 2 bond is there, 1 2 bond. Understood? Same time this become benzene like this. Very simple. Reaction is like this. Okay. Okay, my dear students, next, if propane is used, one more example I will give you. 3 molecules of propane is used. 3 molecules of propane is used, and it is passed through a red hot tube. 60 degrees Celsius temperature. It gives actually xylene, methyl xylene. Methyl xylene means how it looks actually. Methyl xylene. Methyl xylene. My dear students, this reaction also takes place the same method. I will write here 3 molecules of CH3, C, A triple bond, CH, one molecule. Again I will write here CH3, C triple bond, 1 molecule, second molecule. Here once again I will write, my dear students, okay, CH3, C. This is actually 3 molecules of propane. 3 molecules of propane. Just I wrote like this: 1 molecule, second molecule, third molecule. This will go and attack to this carbon. This will go and attack to this carbon. This will go and attack to this carbon, and it forms like this: methyl xylene. My dear student, these 2 are very important question for 2 marks. Okay, only exam this much is enough. That part is not required.
Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.